Now, let's start with this guy, your whiptail.
Yep.
Now, obviously you had it's a 10 gram you had originally.
Yeah, the 10 gram worked really well, a bit light, and especially for saltwater applications. We had just guys saying they wanted a bit more. It has that tail, and we thought, why not put a stinger hook in it?
Yep.
And because we deal with a lot of very toothy critters, we have put it on wire as well. And as you know, like the little whiptail, it's got the little glass jig inside it as well, so it always rattles. Sometimes we'll sweeten them, other times we won't. We'll just use them like that, so it gives you the two options.
Yeah, and what's really interesting, and I suppose something that's really important, is that a lot of the guys love plastics and things like that, you know. But the problem with plastics is that everything chews them up and you just keep going through them. And yet with these guys, you're not going to, well, he's not going to really chew off a bit of hair, is he? That's...
No, and look, we've caught in the last few weeks a lot of coral trout, a lot of dewies, lots of stuff on those, and they catch numerous fish.
And the beauty is too, it's one of those universal things that you, like when the guys were catching coral trout, put the rod in the rod holder, turn around, you're on. I suppose so when it's in the water, it's sort of wafting along, looking like a squid or a little bait fish or something.
Yeah, but it's also just an easy way to fish, because all you need is a bit of mono, tie the mono on, drop it to the bottom. If you want to put a little bit of bait on it as well, it's just a little sweetener, perfect, but otherwise you're rigged to go bottom fishing.
And it's easy, yeah.
By tying it on.
And you don't need bait, you don't necessarily need bait. If you want to put a bit on, you can. And even if it gets chewed off, say there's pickers down there or something, gets chewed off.
You're still in with a shot. Yeah.
Still catch the good fish.
So when these are on the bottom, we might just use a little bit of rod tip action like this, just jigging them up and down. We've actually found better success with just small movements rather than a crank up and drop down. But also they're really good for using cranking up for Spaniards from deep water as well, and other pelagics. We're fishing fairly shallow here, and just for smaller fish, but again the twisty jig, just lightly sweetened, and nice little snapper.
Oh, I'm going to go and jump in.
This has the dual use, this jig, of being able to put a bit of bait on, or you can just jig it straight without bait as well. Perfect for shallow water or deep water. I don't know if you saw, but hardly any rod tip action, just a small twitch of the rod occasionally. So Al's been jigging a whiptail jig in 40 metres of water. We're just on this little gravelly lump. It's hooked onto a good fish. It's about the fifth fish of this morning, all on the 60 gram whiptail. Some of them have been just sweetened with a little bit of squid, and other ones are just plain ones. But Al's onto a good one, we'll see what it is.
It's got the weight to it.
Al's got about a 7 kilo sambo on the jig. Took it out of 40 metres of water. We'll get him on board, get back on the lump, see what else we can get off it. The big fish that creamed me this morning, I just had in the rod holder, so it was just the rock of the boat, that's all it was.
Yeah, just a little bit of movement. Sometimes people tend to, with this jigging, they tend to want to rip it and pull it, and it doesn't necessarily work that way. You can just let the jig do its work, especially with these. They've got lots of action anyway. So.
And in some areas you end up catching too many Spaniards on them too if you go too fast.
Ben, I'm going to have to move across to this corner.
Just trying a new spot in about 20 metres of water. Got the jig down again, lightly jigging it, just seeing what's happening. But while waiting for a bite, check out some of the other action that's been happening. It's been an insane week.
Yeah, baby. Woohoo!
Look at the size of it, it's huge! Have a look at that, boys and girls.
Okay, I'm on the whiptail, my last one. Because it's hooked up the bow as well. Just a gentle jig off the bottom, this one. Just keep it probably a metre off the bottom. And it got slammed. My best fish for the day. Oh no, he doesn't want to come up. This is good fun, this fishing.
Oh, nice male Dewey.
The Dewey.
That is unreal.
Found a great lump in 20 metres of water, dropped down 2 of the new 60g Whiptails, and Biggles dropped down 1 of the new outcasts. This is what we got, a Dewey, a Baldy, a coral trout, all within 5 minutes. You can't ask for better jigging than that. What do you reckon, Al?
Mate, this is sensational. Absolutely sensational.
Great stuff, hard to beat.